I am telling you, there are a lot of opportunities here in the Philippines. A lot of opportunities, especially in... Hi lovelies, welcome back again to another video. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, virtual hug, my name is Ruth. I'm a BSN graduate from one of the universities here in the Philippines, and you are most welcome to Nursery Nook. For my OGs, thank you so much lovelies for always tuning in to watch my video. I do not take you guys for granted. So lovelies, in today's video, from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you some rare opportunities, like golden opportunities in this country, Philippines. I'm going to be listing 7 golden opportunities. The reason I call these opportunities I'm going to be listing for you rare opportunities or golden opportunities is because if from the part of the world I am coming from, I mean from my own country, if we are presented with these opportunities here in this country, I am telling you, you will hardly see a Nigerian that will not be living very well for his or herself. Even those in college will be doing well for themselves. This is not to say that Filipinos are not doing well for themselves. They are actually doing very well for themselves. But the reason I'm saying this is these opportunities are rare opportunities in a country like Philippines, where people still classify it as a third world country. But these are some of the opportunities that I, as a foreigner living in this country, anytime I come across this opportunity, anytime I see these opportunities, I'll be like, I wish my country, Nigeria, can have access to some of these opportunities right there in Nigeria. So if you really want to know these opportunities, and I mean these rare opportunities here in the Philippines, you definitely need to keep on watching. Welcome back lovely. So like I mentioned, I'm going to be listing 7 rare golden opportunities in this country, Philippines, even as a third world country. Permit me to say, those from the western part of the world that may be seeing this video, they may be like, what is she talking about? These are normal things. But those from our own part of the world, I mean those from the part of our own country, will understand these points. Yeah, they will grasp small what I'm talking about, you know. So number 1 point is call center jobs. In the Philippines, they have a lot of call center jobs. Call center job, call representative, all these BPO jobs, you have a lot of them here in the Philippines. When I traveled to Cebu, it was like an eye-opener to a lot of opportunities here in the Philippines. And you also have a lot of them even in Manila. Some of these call center jobs are even what you can do online. Some require you to come on site, while some you can do it online. Especially this period of pandemic, you have access to a lot of them online. You know, Philippines, they have connection with American companies, and some of them work for them, like an agency here in the Philippines representing a bigger company in America. You know, as a foreigner, for you to get this call center, call representative, or this BPO job, you need a working visa. The type of visa we have here in the Philippines, it restrains us from doing some things here in the Philippines, especially working as a foreigner who is also studying here in the Philippines. I am telling you, there are a lot of opportunities here in the Philippines, especially in this call center job, call representative job, you know. There are a lot of it, and these call center jobs, they are always in need of workers. They are always in need of workers. So these are great opportunities here in the Philippines for Filipinos especially, because if you are a Filipino and you want to work there, you don't need a visa. You don't need student or working visa. I mean, you are already a citizen. But we as foreigners, we are the ones that have this barrier of working as a student and as a worker. You understand? When I went to Cebu, I met with some persons, and I understood that those call center jobs, a lot of Filipinos, or rather some Filipinos, they shy away from those jobs. And there are always vacancies in these BPO companies. Apart from these call center jobs I just mentioned, they also have other online jobs, like the teaching job. In the Philippines, they have access to all these online jobs. For the teaching job, if you are a foreigner studying in the Philippines, you can apply for these teaching jobs. and you don't necessarily need to have a working visa. And in the Philippines, they have strong Wi-Fi connection. Their service is so strong, so it's not even a problem for them to search for these online jobs. So if you are a foreigner studying in the Philippines, you can as well search for some of these teaching jobs online. Yeah, foreigners, even as a student, you are allowed to apply for those jobs, and if you are lucky, you can get these online jobs, especially as a VA, that's virtual assistant, or you can as well get a teaching job online. So that brings me to the second point, which is Filipino accent. Yeah, some people may say, what has that got to do with opportunity? The reason I classify that under opportunities here in the Philippines is Filipino accent is something I really want to talk about. If you have the Filipino accent, like if you meet a Filipino that talk English, I mean the one that really speak English, you will fall in love with their accents. We know that in Philippines they speak English, but I'm talking about like those that are always confident in themselves to speak English. Because sometimes Filipinos, they shy away from communicating in English, even though they are doing it well, like they are flowing in it. Some of them shy away from talking in English. They prefer speaking Tagalog. And huge number of them speak so well, like so fluent when they talk in English. When you see them flowing fluently in English, you fall in love with their English. Their accent is so nice, and it also gives them upper hand in the call center job, you know. I personally, I love the accent of the Filipinos. You know, Filipinos are soft-spoken people, so when they combine it to their English, it gives it a very nice accent. Like their accent is so nice. Some Filipinos don't really feel confident in themselves when they talk in English, and they are doing so well, like speaking this English so well. But some of them will tell you, I can't talk in English. But you are talking in English. It's just for you to be confident and keep doing it. So if you are a Filipino watching this, I'm listing this so you know that these are golden opportunities few people have in this country, including your accent and how you talk in English. Filipino accent is so nice and sweet. So that brings me to the third point, which is here in the Philippines, they have a lot of travel agencies. I mean, reliable, trusted travel agencies. Philippines is one country I know that if you want to travel from Philippines to any part of the world, it is very easy for you to do that. And apart from it being so easy, you have reliable agencies to apply to. You can even do it yourself online. You can apply for all these things online yourself. If you also want to go through an agent, you have reliable, trusted agencies here in the Philippines that you can go through. One is for you to have the money to travel abroad. Another thing is to get a trusted and reliable agent to go through. Sometimes, I mean, in some countries, you may end up paying money to the wrong agents. All your money, your travel, everything will just go down the drain. But here in the Philippines, you have a lot of reliable, trusted agencies. It's just for you to have your pera. Have your pera, that's your money. Then look for trusted, reliable agency, and you are good to go. The fourth point I'm going to be sharing with you is, in the Philippines, they have easy way of buying cars. For example, if you want to own a car, I mean a very new car, you can get it here in the Philippines no matter the amount. And the good thing is you can pay on installments. They have the way they make life so easy for their people in this country. Like you can have what you want to have and you'll be paying on installments in the Philippines. When I got to know about this, I said, God, when will this get to the place I'm coming from? In the Philippines, they have access to all these good things. If you want to own a condo here in this country, there is a way they make things so easy and flexible for you. You can pay on installments. When you complete the payments, that thing becomes yours. For the car, you can go with the car. You are already using the car. It is yours. And at the same time, you are paying on installments, you know. Even phones, if you want to own the latest iPhone, you want to own any phone, you are also allowed to pay on installments. That's one good thing they are enjoying and benefiting in this country, Philippines, which I don't know if some of them, like I mean the indigenous, if they really know that these are rare opportunities. They may not know, but by the time they travel out to a place like our own country, that's when you understand better these things I am saying. You buy car on installment. You already own that car, you're already driving it, but you are paying on installment. You want to get any type of phone here in the Philippines, you can either pay full cash or you pay on installments. Like, Philippines have a way of making life so flexible and easy for the citizens. So the fifth point is schools in the Philippines. When I mean schools, I mean universities, colleges in the Philippines. In the Philippines, you are allowed to transfer from one university to another, from one college to another. In my own country, it is not done. How can you think of transferring from one school to another? You should be praying to even get admission to one school. Talk more of transferring from that school to another school. But in the Philippines here, it is done. You can transfer from one university, one college to another as you wish. You are free to transfer. Okay, if for example you are going to school and maybe you get tired of that school or you don't want to continue with that school, you can transfer from that school to any other school of your choice. And it is allowed. It is very okay. Again, you can as well stop and continue anytime you want to continue again. Like after some years, you can go back to school. For example, if you are going to school and all of a sudden maybe you are faced with maybe financial problem or anything happened along the line and you feel you can no longer continue with school at that point in time, you can put the school on hold. Like, you can go, like, stop and come back anytime you want to come back. And if you feel you want to continue with that school, you can continue with them. But if you feel you want to transfer to another school, you can do it. This is rare opportunity. This is rare opportunity, I'm telling you. I know this is not a comparison video, but I'm trying to make you understand the reason why I call these points golden opportunity. You know, it is not done in the country where I am coming from, that you're already in school and you just decide on your own to leave that school and transfer to another school. So in Nigeria, you can only transfer if you are still in the primary or nursery school. High school or kindergarten, you are free to transfer from one school to another in Nigeria. But once you get to tertiary, which is the university level or college level, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. That flexibility is not there for you to transfer from one university to another or from one college to another. No. You should be grateful that you have gotten admission into a university, that you want to think of transferring. Where do you want to transfer to? It is not done in where I'm coming from. We don't transfer from one school to another. But in the Philippines, whether you are an indigent or a foreigner, you are allowed to transfer from one school to another. That is, from one university to another or from one college to another. The next point, which is the sixth point, here in the Philippines, they give a lot of scholarship to their citizens. Even in my own school, they have this scholarship which is done on that CHED. CHED is the people in charge of education in the Philippines, just like we have Ministry of Education in Nigeria. And one good thing about this scholarship is, let's say for example, if the scholarship is 40,000 pesos, and this semester you got the scholarship, but your tuition fee did not cover the 40,000 that is allotted for that scholarship. Maybe let's say your tuition fee is like 25,000 pesos, and already your scholarship covers 40,000 pesos. Your tuition will be deducted from that 40,000 pesos. For example, if your tuition is 25,000 pesos, the 25,000 pesos will be deducted from the 40,000 pesos. And here is the good news. You will not apply for them to give you your balance 15,000 pesos. And again, if for example in a semester your money, your tuition exceeds the money allotted for the scholarship. For example, if the scholarship is 40,000 pesos, but this semester your tuition fee is 45,000 pesos, The 40,000 will be from the scholarship, while you are paying only 5,000 pesos balance. So in the Philippines, they have opportunities to a lot of scholarships, you know. Like I also inquired, there are some schools in the Philippines that give scholarship to students from first to their final year. They are on scholarship. The last and the final point for this video is, once you clock the age of 100, I mean 100 years, they have a fixed amount that they will pay to you for clocking 100 years. So once you clock 100, or you have your parents or grandparents, once they clock 100 years, they are entitled to that amount of money. I think they said it's 100,000 pesos. 100,000 pesos is equivalent to 1 point something million naira in Nigeria. Yeah, I don't know if I think they said it's 100,000 pesos, but if it's more than or below, please do well to leave it down in the comment section. So these are the points I thought I should share with my viewers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do well to hit the red subscribe button and do well to turn on your bell notification that says all, so you will always be the first to be notified anytime a new video drops on this channel. Leave your points, opinions in the comment section. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Until I come your way again next time, I remain your favorite nurse, Ruth, signing out.